Welcome to the Digital Triggers podcast with your host Sweeney, where we bring you weekly ammunition that you can use in your business. Now, today we have on Adam Spiel, and I think this is going to be a really cool one for a lot of people. I think this appeals to many different industries in different markets, and it doesn't matter where you're at. Now, the reason being is because Adam Spiel went from being relatively unknown to being the guy for Facebook ads overnight, and in doing so made himself a high-level paid consultant. So in this podcast, he's going to cover how he went from unknown to that high-level consultant, how he went from low-ticket to high-ticket items, the funnel and kind of landing page strategy he's currently using, as well as how he does his consulting calls and his strategy sessions and what actually takes place on that strategy session call. A lot of information that he's really kind of boiled down for us well into this podcast. Check it out.
Yeah, it's a great question. I mean, the kind of the saying that every overnight success was 10 years in the making. That's really what it feels like. Is like, maybe everybody feels like I just popped up in the past year, but yeah, I've been grinding it out. I've been working on it, and a lot for me. Mentors and coaches have played a huge role in my development, and they still do. Whenever I find someone, something that I want to do, I find someone who's already done it, and I'll pay them to help show me how to do it so I can shortcut my learning curve. And so that's what I did. I had a lot of experience online, in marketing in general. Had done some higher end coaching and some higher end services. We would charge $25,000 plus for some of our done for you services, and so I'd been around those kind of numbers, but I was just sick and tired of doing all of the work. And I just thought, what I really enjoy doing and what I feel like I'm the best at, when Perry Marshall talks about $10,000 an hour work, what I feel like I'm the best at is really coming in and tearing some of these business apart like a system and then putting it back together again better. And that's what I do with my clients, and that's what I also do with my mentors and my coaches. And so one of my coaches that I went to initially here about a year and a half ago was Kevin Nations. And I said, hey, I'm doing this, and it's kind of working, but I want it to work a whole lot better. And Kevin, he really helped me. Kevin and Frank Kern both helped me really understand more of the high-ticket coaching and consulting world better than I did. And so I took what I learned from Kevin and from Frank, and I combined it with what I already knew was working with Facebook ads. And then I created my own version of the funnel, which is my case study video funnel. Essentially, is what it started out with. And the biggest thing for me and for any coach or consultant, I think it boils down to results. And that's what I tell my clients too. Is the first thing you need to do is you need to get results. If you don't have results, and if your clients don't have results, then you need to focus on getting them results first. Then once you have those results, then you can use those results to help get more people on board. And so that was the first thing that I did, is I focused on, getting my own results first, right? So I can get my own results and, building businesses on Facebook, Facebook ads are working. That's what I first focused on. Then after I had that initial foundation, then I started, other people would come up to me and say, hey, can you help me do this too? And so initially, I did a lot of one-on-one coaching where I'd work with people one-on-one and help them, and they started to get some results. But then I realized that would only scale so far too because of my time. And so then after that is really when I opened up more into the mastermind that I've got right now that is awesome. And I created just, it was at the time really a simple little 20-30 minute video showing some results that I had, showing some results that my initial clients had, and I said, hey, and if you want to get some results like this, then let's set up a time to chat and talk and see how I can help you out. And that's really how it started. I set a date and I said, okay, we're going to start a group of 10 people in 30 days, and we started that initial group, and that kind of gave me the momentum or the deadline really to go out and get the people in. And then once I got them in, then I started doing the training, and it's really just taken off from there. And every few months, I'll come back and I'll do a new version of the video with new results and new updates. And we've tested videos and webinars, and we're always keeping it fresh and changing things up. But essentially, it boils down to the same thing as helping people get results. And then that's at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. So if you want to get those kind of results, then let's talk and see if we can help you out. If not, then it's just not a good fit, and that's cool too. But if it is a good fit, then let's see how we can help you out and grow your business.
We discussed his transition from low ticket sales to high ticket sales.
Yep. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, when I was doing same thing you're talking about, when I had my membership site, so I charged $97 a month. And I felt like what I was putting out was really good content, really good training, and I was like, why aren't more people taking this and getting results? And well, it was because of their commitment level was only $97, and they weren't really that committed to do anything with it, and so then most people wouldn't do anything with it, and so that's I scrapped that and went, okay, what if I go to the complete other end and flip the funnel and go all the way up to the top? And then I was like, okay, I'm only going to work with people that have an existing business and are looking to grow it, and really being selective about who you bring on. We talk about that a lot. Is really one of the most important things, and who you say no to. And initially it was hard for me because for mentally to see hey, they have money, take their money because they're offering you money. But then I would get into these deals where people paid me money, and I really didn't want to work with them. Like, they couldn't pay me enough money because it was just like a total energy suck. Versus like working with clients that like I love, like all my clients, like hanging out, like we're going to Maui next month, and like being around them is fun. Like my Tuesday mastermind calls are like the best day of the week because I get to get on there with them and sharing their successes and help them out. And so it's building that group of the right people that then attract more right people to come in as well, and they're getting results, and it just snowballs from there.
Next, we talk about the landing pages and videos that he's using.
So if you break down the video, initially it starts out with a promise, and the promise is the results. So the whole case study video is just showing results, and so I show initially that first slide is these are the kind of results that we're getting, and that's because that's what people are looking for. Then after I show that promise or show some of those results that this is what I'm going to go over, then I go into really some more positioning and just tell them about who I am and what I have done and the clients that I work with, and that why they should listen to me in general, because again I can get results, and that's what it boils back to. Then after that point, after you go through the promise and the positioning, then it really goes into the case studies, and that's where I use the case studies to show people not only the results that we're getting, but also show people of different businesses and different models that we work with that work. So for me, I have three primary in my customer avatar, and when you think about your customer avatar of who your ideal clients are, think about who they are. Our three top people that we're looking for. Number one, we're looking for coaches and consultants. Anyone selling high ticket products is a really good one for us. We're also looking for people who are doing CPA or affiliate or Amazon or Teespring. They're doing some stuff right now on Facebook, and then we're looking for other small businesses that have high margins. So whether it's real estate or mortgage or insurance, some of those small businesses that we can help out too from a service perspective. And so in the case studies, I want to have show each of these different avatars so that whoever I'm advertising to, when they come in, they watch the video, they can think, hey, that guy's just like me, and see themselves in the video. And once that's really powerful because it creates a bond with them, and it also is a sense of future pacing and showing them, if I do this, these are the results potentially that I can have in my business, and they start visualizing what their business could be like if they did those things. And so in the case study, essentially what we're doing is we're showing like a weight loss before and after picture. This is what I was like before I was all fat and grumpy and whatever else, and now I'm like fit and lean and on fire. So we want to show the same thing with us. We show in their business. So we show kind of a before. This is what my business looked like. I wasn't getting many leads, or I didn't have the right funnel or whatever. And then the after of now we're just like rocking it and getting a bunch of results. And so after we show a few of those case study results, then we go into some content and we teach some principles about why Facebook, either what are some of the common myths or pitfalls in Facebook, or share some of the things why they should be on Facebook, and teach a little bit of content and inform them more about what we're doing. And then after we get to that point, then we get into the close, and the close is pretty simple. It's just like, hey, we showed you a bunch of stuff. This is what we're doing. These are the results that we're getting. If you want to get some results like that, then fill out an application, and we'll set up a time to talk and see how we can help you out. And then we get on the phone with people that apply, and if they're a good fit, we review all the applications that come in, and they do need to meet a minimum qualification standard for us. And if they don't, then we just say, hey, sorry, it doesn't look like we can help you out, but when your business gets to this point, then give us a call back and let us know, and we can talk then. But if they do meet the qualification, then we just set up a time to talk and ask them really what's going on in their business, what they need help with, and say, okay, great, we can help you out. Let's have the and then offer whatever the option is that we're offering up to them.
Here, Adam discusses his applications and strategy calls.
Oh yeah, totally. Well, and the quality of people that are going to come up, and it's refundable. I mean, we'll get their $97, and then we'll apply it toward the program or the coaching or the mastermind, whatever they get into. But if it's not a good fit, we'll just refund it to them. But really, it's more of a commitment thing that we're getting the right people coming through and applying, and that we're on the phone. And the other thing it does, like as a coach, as a consultant, is that the positioning of people coming through, your positioning is off the charts, because like they've come to you, you've showed them some kick-ass results that you've been able to get, and some great testimonials from your clients. They've paid you $97, and now they're coming essentially to by then they should just be asking and begging you to help them out with your business, which is the positioning, which is what we're going for. And often what happens is, it flips the switch. Instead of being a consultant, like trying to chase people, which we don't do, it's bringing the right people to us. And that was something that I learned a lot from Frank Kern, in really working that positioning and maintaining that positioning of the expert, and of really providing that value.
We dig a bit deeper into the focus of the strategy call. And now on the call itself, is it around a 30-minute call? Is it an hour call?
Yeah, we usually schedule about 30 minutes. Sometimes it'll go longer, 45 or an hour, just depending on what questions that they have. But the main focus of our call, typically when we get on with them, is what is not working with your business. Where's the pain? And if you think about going into a doctor's office, when you go into a doctor's office for an appointment, the first thing the doctor's going to ask you is, where does it hurt? Because the doctor can't prescribe anything until he knows like what's wrong with you. Like, he can't just like write you a prescription because he doesn't know what's wrong with you. So same thing for us. Like, we're coming in like, I don't know what's wrong with you. Like, tell me what's going on. Tell me where you're at in your business. Tell me what you need help with, and what's not working for you. And we really just engage in the dialogue and the conversation, and try to understand, hey, what are you doing? What are your goals? And what's stopping you from getting there? And oftentimes, when the things that is stopping them from getting there is a lot of mindset and mentality. Sometimes it's knowledge, a gap in knowledge, or implementation. And then we tell them, hey, yeah, we can definitely help you if it's the right fit, and then say, if you'd like help with it, and we can definitely help you out. Here's the options, to get into the program with us.
Now, I hope no matter what industry you're in, you were able to get some value and some use out of that, especially going from low ticket to high ticket items and how he became a high level consultant. I also really like how he does the calls. It's a good personal touch, and when you're trying to close higher ticket sales, you should be getting on the phone. It makes sense. We've had other people on here say it before, and we'll say it again. Now, if you want to hear the full talk, where me and him really dive deep into how he does his calls, how he's setting up his funnels, we break down his whole process from landing page to the booking of the call. And he tells us a bit more about the actual mastermind itself. So, what he's delivering and how he's figured out to kind of tier the mastermind to bring in leads at, kind of different sizes. So, he can bring some in for a little bit so they can get a taste, and then others that want to stick longer, he still has a way to retain them. Really good interview. Head on over to members.digitaltriggers.io. That's where you can watch the full interview. Now, I hope you guys got something out of this. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please, please leave a rating or review on iTunes. If you happen to be on YouTube, click that thumbs up or leave a comment. I love to hear from you guys. I read every single review, every single comment. I'm always reading them, and I actually reply to a lot of them as well. So, as a thank you to us for bringing you this great content, please let us know you're listening and let us know that hopefully you like it and what you would want to see more of. That being said, we're done for today. I hope to see you on the next podcast, and I hope you enjoyed this bit of ammunition.